So welcome back to the Installer Plaza. I'm going to ask people to come and join us now because I'm going to be joined by someone who's a heavyweight in all senses of the word. Undefeated professional record of 3-0. He's quickly making a name for himself in the boxing world. Let's get ready to rumble! The 2022 Commonwealth Games gold medalist, it's Lewis, the Showman Williams. Please welcome him now.
I didn't get your cap, did I?
Mate, good to see you. Well, let's sit down. Let's sit down. Or I'll keep standing if that's all right. No, I'm going to sit down. First things first, Lewis. Well, thanks for coming along. You want to grab that microphone?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you're not intimidated by my size at all.
Yeah, no. Yeah, luckily, I'm friends with you before, man.
Yeah, we have met
before. It gets
before.
all out the window, doesn't it?
Who thought of the Showman?
To be honest, I don't know.
It just sort of came about.
You dropped that wart off your face.
Oh, again.
Look at
actually,
No, don't put it back on.
It's actually a cover for something else. Crack on.
No, I don't know. I got introduced as it before, and I went, where did that come from?
Seriously?
It's all online already. I've gone, all right.
So have you got to live up to that now?
Now I've got to stick with it, haven't I?
Yeah, I know, but okay. So that's your walk-on music.
Yeah.
And how did that come about?
There's nothing deep to it, mate. I really like my old school music. I'm an old soul, and in my playlist, I was just listening to that song. I thought I'd just do that for my ring walk because they were pestering me, going, "What's your ring walk music? What's your ring walk music?" And then I come across that and said, "Oh,
you
I
didn't
could
say
just
I'll
do
be
that."
there, did you?
No. So just chuck that on, mate. No thought process behind it, really.
Now, we have met briefly before, and actually it was a Wooden Spoon charity event, and Steve Davis, the snooker player, was playing, and you didn't know who he was, did you?
No, not a clue. Not a Scooby. Yeah. So
he called you out, didn't he?
Yeah, so I was with a pal, and he had told me, Google him quickly. He's a legend. And I went, oh, no, why do I need to Google him? So, And then he says, no, honestly, do it in case he calls you out. And he starts talking about this song that was made for him or whatever, and he won this and went on this TV show. And then he looks at me and goes, what year was you born? Told him, 98. And he goes, you don't know who I am, do you? You don't even know what song I'm talking about. And I was going, no. It crumbled. Everybody's looking, laughing, and
it was a
he
big event.
absolutely
There were
got me.
quite a few hundred there as well.
Yeah. So, not a Scooby who he was. And then I go back, big deal.
Big deal.
Real big deal in the snooker game. Jeez.
Now, look, you've had a pretty successful few years. Talk us through the Commonwealth Games gold, because I think you won 5-0. It was 5-zip in the final and so on to get the gold. But what is it like, the preparation for that? Because you've got fight coming after fight after fight, whereas now you've got time between fights. How did that work for you?
It's very much the idea of being able to adapt quickly. So you just train. You basically would sharpen all your tools, and you bring your toolbox with you. So you basically you get skilled in every way you can, and you get there. Depending on that opponent that you've got that day, you have a look. Right, okay, this is what I need to do. Adapt, go and do it, win. Next day, who you got? Okay, this lad's won. You go and have a look again. This is what he's good at. This is what he's bad at. I might have sparred him beforehand, on an international camp. Like I had I fought one lad before years ago, and had a good scrap with the lad I fought in the final. I fought him in my youth world championship when I was 16.
Did you?
I had like a big scrap with him, and it made it a lot easier the second time. And then.
So just, sorry to interrupt you, but so you fought him when you were 16.
Yeah.
So does that play psychologically on you? Oh, I've got this, or this is going to be tough?
Well, it can do. I've done it before, where you tend to learn these things in the amateurs because you want to fool and make your mistakes in the amateurs, so you don't do it on the big TV when you're a professional. When it really counts. So you make all those mistakes, so you can go in there being too confident. And next minute somebody comes out and they're great, and you're a round behind. When you're an amateur, there's only 3 rounds. Round behind you, that's a big bit of behind, isn't it? So you've only got 6 minutes to try and catch up.
You've been in trade yourself, haven't you? Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I started off in engineering, so I had trained at college as an engineer, and then I did a year.
Nice and close.
I did a year at university in mechanical engineering at Coventry. And then I ended up joining Team GB, and then just went on with that full time.
And the pathway to that, how does that happen? People see you and they go, this guy's got potential, we need to look at him as for GB team. Or
Yeah, so they'll do that, but it's a lot easier for them than that. They'll see you in the national championships. Right. And it's as easy as that. You go up to the finals, semi-finals, they go, right, there's 4 lads that are the top in the country, we'll take a pick of those. And then you go and do a 3-day assessment, and they make sure you're not just lucky. You know, they look at everything to make sure you're good enough to live up to the standard to represent the country, you know.
Now, Frank Warren
Yeah.
now plays a big part in your life. Queensbury, you've signed to them. What kind of difference has that made for you?
It is more this.
Is it?
So the boxing's the same. That's my bread and butter. The boxing's all good. Smaller gloves. You get chinned easier, so just staying extra sharp. But it's the cameras and everything. That's more pressure. And anytime you mess up, it's getting caught, isn't it? You know, anytime you do well, it's getting caught. So you're there now to really entertain. Amateur boxing is just a sport. You're there to get medals. My pressure on Team GB was just to earn medals for the country, and that was it. Earn funding, you know, through the Olympics. So that's always the goal. But with the professionals, you're doing it for yourself, and to succeed for yourself in the professionals, you've got to entertain.
You seem a pretty relaxed guy and comfortable with what we're doing here. I know we met.
I'm very nervous.
Very nervous. Not as nervous as me. I can't say the wrong thing here. But did you have any training for that, or do you just literally?
No, I'm just very chilled, really.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe like yourself. Yeah, falling asleep.
Yeah. Am I that boring? Blimey. So I saw you did a bit on Instagram about this show.
Yeah.
Is it _Lewis Williams, I think?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Want to get along. You've got quite a few thousand following you already. But I just, you're coming to win here, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's a few grand you can win, and
I never want to take part, do you? If you're going to win something, try and win it.
It's not the winning that counts. Someone's got to lose.
Yeah, true. But I don't want to be a loser. So look at that. Have that hanging over my name. So try and win anything I can here, and maybe get a few freebies. You know, say it as it is. I'm not here for the love and.
Want to talk to me.
Yeah.
You've got some merch as well, which we can bring out.
Yes, I'm going to get some merch. Yeah.
But just.
I'll put a nice cap on you.
Will you?
Yeah, I'll get one thrown out in a minute.
I know. Here, hang on, look. You even get a hat thrown in. Look at that.
Go on, look at that.
Like a glove.
Yeah, like a trucker.
Trouble is, it's someone else's glove. That's it. Brilliant. No, but you're going to be around. You're going to be signing these. They'll be worth a fortune in years to come.
Hopefully, yeah, maybe a couple of quid.
Put those on eBay. It
started at a tenner and it's gone down a couple of quid after I've signed it. Yeah.
You put them on eBay. I sold my homing pigeons 8 times last month. It's brilliant. Being serious for a minute. Give us a little bit of insight to your training regime. I know you're on a day off today with us, but what does a training day look for you?
I'd usually start the day with the most important, that's my boxing training. So I'll start off with that, do a load of round sparring. That's the best way that you can gain your skill and sharpen on your skill. Punching bags is all good, but they don't punch back, do they? So the best thing you can do is spar, and you're getting timing, you're doing your fitness, strength, everything. So I'll start off the day with that, pad work, and then punching bags and so on, and then I'll go on to either my strength work and conditioning, and then I might finish off with my mobility, maybe something like yoga or something, or even just stretching after those sessions, so the runs are usually pretty grueling. It's not just going out there and running for miles like you'd see on Rocky. It's a bit of that, and then you're doing high intensity stuff, and doing it again and again and again. So it's a lot harder than it looks, and just running at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then the strength training is a bit of graft as well. It's lifting as heavy as you can, So it's not just getting punched in the head to start the day. You then got to lift a load of heavy weight, and and then amongst all of that, I've got to be prepping healthy food to keep myself fueled.
Yeah, I was going to. How many calories do you smash in a day?
I'm around 5,000, something like that, if I'm doing it right. Around 5,000, just to stay at where I'm at.
Must cost a fortune apart from anything else.
Yeah, it does a bit. Yeah. It's the time to bloody do it, to prep it all in between. I'm not that organised.
You're hotly tipped to become UK heavyweight champion, which is a big mantle to take on. How much does that play a part of your psyche, or do you not even think about that? You just take each day, as they say, each day as it comes.
Probably taking on a bit of it, of going, right, okay, I'll take that pressure as a privilege, but not letting it go way over your head, because you can easily get humbled in the sport, and it's quite a good way of me being brought up with it. And I'll talk to anybody that has their kids and going into boxing. I'll say, even if they don't want to become a boxer, it's very good just to teach them you can get humbled, and you can't go around talking to somebody the way you want to without getting a smack in the face. There's always someone bigger and better. So
what was it Mike Tyson said? Everyone's got a plan until they
yeah,
get hit.
till you get punched in the face. Yeah. So yeah, my idea is I don't let it go over my head and think I'm bigger than I really am. I'm always one to train and prepare. I love my training. I love my hard work. So that's always backing me up, and then live up to what I'm being asked for. You know.
And you're joining us for Merit tonight, which is all to do about people who go above and beyond. And you do a lot of charity work, particularly for Mite and hospices. And following the Commonwealth, here's standing up on my arms now, but following the Commonwealth Games success, you had the opportunity to go to the Olympics, but you didn't take it. And there's a personal story behind that. Just give us a little bit of insight, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine.
Into that.
So yeah, getting close to the Olympic qualifiers. I'd done one and not qualified, and I was getting ready for the next one, and a tournament to make a decision on who would go to it was coming up, and my dad got ill about a few weeks beforehand, and from there, one of the nurses worked in boxing and so on, but I'm so driven and so focused on it. My dad was ill for a long time, so I was getting prepared to go back to Sheffield, and then they kind of said, no, I think you should stop at home this week. And I think he lasted a couple of weeks at home, but Martin Hospice came in, but it didn't really click to me what was going on. But he said, no, don't think you should go to the training this week or to this tournament. You should stay at home. And I said, right, okay. So I did that, made the phone call, said I'm not coming in, I'm not taking place in this tournament, and then that meant my place would go on for somebody else, because there's always that gap to be filled, isn't it? So. I'm very thankful that man was able to, Andy was his name, was able to tell me to stay back. Because imagine if I went off and
got a phone call.
Got a phone call. Yeah. I'd be shooting myself, wouldn't I? So I'm very happy with my decision, and was able to be with my dad till his last day.
Yeah, and really admirable that you did that. And what a big decision to. Well, actually, probably a no-brainer.
Yeah. But with the silly, you could say it's silly, or that driven mindset. You've been chasing something for 4 years or longer. I was on the team for like 7, 8 years. You're driven. You're like, no, it's not now, and you kind of forget what's going on around you, And until somebody stops you and says, no, this is happening, and then you kind of take a sit back and go, right, okay, and then things all of a sudden become real.
Real, yeah. Okay, so look, it's your day off, so where better place to spend it than here at the NEC? You're going to be popping in and out and going around a few of the stands and so on and so on. I say tonight you're going to be joining us at the Merits, and that's fantastic. Talk to us a little bit about the merch, because I'm loving the logo design.
Yeah.
Who came up with that? It wasn't you, was it?
No, it weren't me. Yeah, it's a great design. There's a lot of actual thought behind it, rather than just an L and a W combined. There's a lot more thought behind it, but I got some fancy designer who costs a lot of money to do it, so I can't take no credit, mate.
Brilliant. And you're going to be signing some merch. I think you've got a few caps to give out.
Yeah.
If anyone
So
wants to
we'll
come
get
up,
them, and
or make a donation to the hospice if they want to.
Yeah, anybody can. Yeah. Whether there's that, that can work. Or if anybody wants to use them as a nose rag, that's fine.
Brilliant. And if you need a session this afternoon, I'm not available.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
But look, what a remarkable young man. And I say that because I'm a lot older than you. Thank you for joining us today. I really do appreciate it. It's fantastic to have someone. We always have someone who's like pretty special. You are very special. I wish you luck with your career. I should be watching it. Who knows where we'll meet again next time? Maybe you'll even know some of the other speakers.
Yeah. That's it. I'll get prepared. Do some homework. Thanks for having me, mate.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Come and see Lewis. He'll be around. Come and get some merch. What a top man. Not him, his trousers.